And the fight didn't go in my favor, although I do really felt like I won that fight. I mean, I definitely think it at least could have been a draw, to say the least. But it didn't go my way, and I won't complain. But I'm happy that, like I've said inside the ring, that the fans ultimately were the winners, because that definitely wasn't a dull fight. We traded, we boxed, and we used our skills, and we entertained everyone. So that was our job, and I felt like we did our job 110%. I'm grateful for this opportunity, and I know that with the performance that I had now, that it's not over for me, that the future is that much brighter, and we're going to continue to keep pushing. So thank you guys for all the support leading up to the fight, all the media coverage that we've had. You guys keeping this boxing thing alive. It's you guys. It's your responsibility to make sure that we do it the right way, or that you do it the right way, and I appreciate and applaud you. But boxing is boxing, and anything can happen, and I definitely think I shocked a lot of people tonight, because going in, I was definitely the underdog, and I had no chance. So I proved who I am, and I proved what I can do. What all I can do is look forward to the future. So thank you guys very much, and I guess we can start taking some questions, and we're going to do the hand thing.
Gennady, you're right. Congratulations on a great fight.
Thank you.
I wonder, first of all, if you feel like you come out of this enhanced, even though you lost the fight, that your reputation is higher than it was going in?
I got that Bruce Leroy glove, man. I really feel like, this was a win-win situation for me. Because when you're the underdog, it's like I was, and when you go the distance and you fight back and you hurt the fighter and you show what you have inside of you, this is boxing. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, but it's ultimately about making fans and pleasing everyone and showing that you're a crowd-pleasing fighter.
And then the second thing I wanted to ask you is, you see sometimes guys, they won't take fights unless all the terms are in their favor, and you took a fight that necessarily the terms weren't in your favor. And so do you feel like if more guys would do that, that the sport itself would be better, and that boxing will be in a better place than it is currently?
Yeah, absolutely. I think boxing is turned out to be more of a business, because it's more lucrative than it's ever been before. So certain popular fighters kind of take advantage of that. But I understand that I was in a position where I had to earn my respect, and I had to go up there and face the best, even if the terms wasn't really in my favor. I'm happy with the negotiations and how things went for me. And like I said, I just go back to the drawing boards and see if we can get the rematch, or see if we can move forward. But I definitely think this was a win-win situation for me.
Danny, I'm sure there was a part of you that wondered coming in what Golovkin's power would feel like and how you would react to it. After going through 12 rounds, what did it feel like, and how do you feel you reacted to it?
It wasn't what everybody made it out to be. It definitely wasn't this boogeyman, knockout artist that everyone is saying. And even when I got dropped, they said I got pushed a little bit. I mean, I did get hit, but I would have to go back and see it. But I wanted to go trade with him right there, because it really didn't hurt me. I really didn't get hurt like I thought. If he landed one of those shots, it would be over, And I won't say he's the biggest middleweight, but he's a fair-sized middleweight. And I knew going into the fight that I would be the bigger man. And we outlanded him in punches. We threw more punches. We just overall, was successful with the game plan. He was a tough fighter. I knew he was going to come forward, but he showed respect. He didn't come forward disrespectfully like he did every other fighter, the 23 guys that he's knocked out. He showed respect, and my boxing ability demanded that respect, and also my power. So I'm happy, I'm proud. All I can do is not cry over bitter milk. Sour milk, sorry. Whatever.
Do you remember the first power shot you took that, what round was it, how you reacted?
Man, I got hit with an overhand right in the back of my ear, And I don't know if I was down or what it was, but I just said, okay, this is what we're working with. Okay, it's not that bad. We can work. And as you've seen, I've showed times where I wanted to go toe to toe. And I was gritting at him, I was, let's go. There's nothing that he did that stopped me from being confident, stopped me from my game plan. If anything, I just switched southpaw, and he's shown vulnerability there as well. I'm happy. I'm really happy with my performance. I want to go back and watch the tape to see, because I'm my biggest critic as well. So I'm really fair with if I lost, but in my heart, I really felt like I really didn't lose this fight.
Danny, just to follow up on that, did I understand you say that you thought the punches would be harder before you got hit because of everything that had been
Yeah,
said?
the way you guys make it seem like. So
None of us
I was like, man, this guy is really the boogeyman. Did he really knock out guys with one shot? I was like, man. So this is what it's all about? When I got hit, I was like, okay. Even when I got knocked down, it was just like, let's go. I stood toe to toe right after I got knocked down.
Is that why your confidence seemed to grow as the fight went on?
Absolutely. You know, when it's the unseen, you don't know. You have to plan. You have to be cautious. You have to do it round by round. That was our plan, was to win each round. We do it cautiously, not go in there reckless and just because I had knockouts as well, go in there and try to stop the guy. So, you know, it's all good.
And Danny, when you talk about the respect that he had to show you, how much of it had to do with your hand speed, making it tough for him to stay inside where he normally does?
I think it was the hand speed, a lot. I'm not sure which one it was the most, the power or the hand speed. But I did land sometimes at will with my jab, and especially when I was southpaw. I mean, at times he really couldn't touch me. But I'm not sure if the judges seen him throwing harder shots or however they were judging it. But at the end of the day, I'm happy with my performance. If we can do it again, I would love to.
Was that right away after you go southpaw before something decided?
Yeah, I mean, if you ever seen him fight a southpaw, he's always shown vulnerability. Kasim Monroe, this guy named Ivan Gardner, that really showed me some flaws in him. And I was just like, I'm really good at switching southpaws, so, you know, let's go in there and switch it up and confuse him. And that's exactly what I felt like we did.
One thing about that, Danny, with the southpaw stance, while I asked
Hold on, did you think I won there?
I had the fight 115 to 112 for Triple G.
Oh, jeez.
But you brought a hell of a
You
fight.
guys are hard. Maybe I shouldn't have asked him. I should have asked probably somebody like that. One of my opinions, I probably should have. Get out there.
I love you anyway.
Thank you, brother.
No, but if it was working so well, southpaw, why didn't you stay there? You'd only did it a couple of times and for kind of short stretches earlier in the fight. Did you think about staying there much longer because you said you saw the flaws?
Yeah, well, you know, the game plan was to not stay southpaw. The game plan was just confusing. And I do southpaw very well as orthodox. So that's why it probably wasn't the best idea to stay southpaw. But, I mean, you see him missing, you see him not really being able to land, especially those hard right hands that he normally goes. So, yeah.
One other question then. A lot of the discussion has been about how you took Gennady Golovkin's punching power and it wasn't as much as you thought it might be. My question for you is, do you feel like you landed your best punch on him, and what was your thought and how he reacted to your punching power? Because your power was a little bit downplayed coming in because of the knockout streak that was so much greater than the one you were working on.
I definitely thought I hurt him maybe 2 times in the fight. Not hurt him enough to where he'll go down, but I definitely seen him back up, and when I hit him with a body shot, a hard body shot, I heard him go, ugh. You know, so, I mean, he's a man. And when I was looking at him, the face-off, that's all I seen. I didn't see anything that you guys made him out to be. I seen a man that could be hurt, and that's what the mentality that I had going inside that room.
Danny, how important was it for you? I know you rehydrated to maybe well above 170. Did that extra weight help you accomplish, take those punches a little bit more effectively?
One would know. I would have no idea. I just know that I'm a big middleweight. And I know he's not the biggest middleweight, even though he's a big puncher. Really didn't seem to hurt me that much. I don't know if the nutrition played a part, but we lost the weight very well. Chris Algieri helped me out and did a very, very good job of making sure that we weren't drained, like maybe some of the previous fights we had before. And we hydrated properly, make sure we could put our best foot forward.
Danny,
You talk,
Huh? Probably about 175. Yeah.
you spoke about this fight being your destiny, and you know, at the end of that 11th round, when you were impressive to close it, you kind of like, you know, pumped your chest. And what did that moment feel like? And as the fight went to the judges, how were you feeling?
I was 100% confident that I was going to get this victory. You know, when I was pumping my chest and I was, like I said, I was grinning at him and, you know, showing that bravado, I was in the zone. And once you're in the zone, it's kind of hard to get you out. Like when Triple G is, you know, get that momentum, it's kind of hard to stop him. So that was just me, you know, showing what I had and letting him know that this ain't gonna be, you know, one of those easy go-rounds like you've had in the past.
Daniel, congrats on a good fight.
Thank you.
Golovkin said that he thinks you deserve a rematch, but you know the sentiment was that that's not going to be immediate because he's probably going to fight, you know, Saunders in June and then maybe Canelo in September. So if you don't get an immediate rematch, who do you go to next?
I mean, that's not up to me. I have no idea who's out there, you know? I have no idea. That's why I have a team to take care of those things. But, you know, I'm confident that I could be the best middleweight in the world. I really felt like I got this victory tonight, and most importantly, we gain fans so that we can possibly get a rematch in the future, whether it happens tomorrow or next year. No matter.
And lastly, you know, there was a lot of chatter about the IBF second day weigh-in. Golovkin said that he felt like you weren't respecting the sport with the decision. I just wanted to see what your mindset was.
No, it wasn't really so me being disrespectful. I mean, it's my prerogative to, you know, want to get up at 6, 7 o'clock in the morning to do a weigh-in and to be restricted to 170 pounds. So it was mainly me just wanting to stay hydrated, not have to focus on the little things, even though I respect this boxing game. I respect all sanctions and their ruling, but for me, you know, I really wanted to focus on this fight, and we had a game plan, and we wanted to make sure, you know, we use our size and we have the best possible nutrition that we can. And waking up early for me was just a hard thing to do, not because we were overweight, but I didn't want to have an issue whatsoever.
Keith, Danny, Andrew, we're gonna let you guys get out. It's about 3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, is it?
Thank you very much for your
All right,
time.
thank you guys.
Congratulations on a great
Thank you
performance.
very
Great
much.
fight.